What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Or welcome if it's your first time here. If you like videos about prepping, survival, self-reliance, and other related topics, then be sure to subscribe and turn notifications on to be notified each time that I upload a brand new video. I want to make a quick video here today to talk about some of the comments that I received to my video that I posted yesterday about the necessity to be ready, willing, and able to evacuate should the need arise. And I got a lot of comments from people that it was obvious that they didn't understand what I was talking about, or more than likely they hadn't actually watched the video before they started typing their comment and posting about this, that, and something else when they didn't have any idea what they were actually talking about because they hadn't watched the video, they just read the title. And I see this a lot on my videos. People will read the title and think they know by reading the title what the video is about when they really don't. And then we'll go down and they'll do their little comment, and it makes them look silly because what they're posting is obviously when they actually watch the video that what they're posting doesn't make any sense at all when it pertains to what I said in the video. And don't do that. If you can't take the time to actually watch a video, then don't take the time to comment. Just pass it on by and don't watch it, because there's no point in reading a title and making a comment and not knowing what you're talking about. And in that video, I was talking about the necessity of being prepared to actually evacuate if you need to, in case of things like, a massive hurricane is heading your way, wildfires, a train derailment, chemical spills. That's what I was talking about in the video. I talked about possibility of, there being a force coming at you to take what you have that is, like you're outnumbered 20-1 and they're better armed than you are, then you might be better off to evacuate and regroup and come back to take what you had later on. You get in a better position, maybe. But that was just a small part of the video. The main topic of the video was being ready to evacuate in case something happens like massive wildfires around your property. It's going to burn your house down. You can't fight that. You can't fight a hurricane. You can't stay and fight that hurricane. You can't stay and fight that wildfire, realistically, to be honest about it, just as you're on your homestead. You can do things to help as far as things like putting a metal roof on your home, on your barns and things, cutting back the trees from your property so they can't catch and then catch your house on fire, keeping the leaves raked back and any flammable materials away from your home and things like that. But as far as actually staying and trying to fight that fire when you're surrounded all the way around and you can't escape, that doesn't make any sense at all. And those people, take in Maui for example, I'm sure that they wish that they could have evacuated, that they would have had the opportunity to evacuate. That happened really quickly, and a lot of people lost their lives, their property. But if you know something like that is going to happen, if you have any prior warning whatsoever, evacuate. Don't be an idiot. Don't stay and try to fight something like that and die in the process and take your family down with you. It doesn't make any sense at all. Same thing we know with the hurricane and things like that. If it's going to be massive and you can board up your property, you can get everything ready, you have prior warning, leave. Go out of the county. Go out of the state. Stay with a relative for a few days. Go and rent a motel room and stay. Go camping for a few days. But don't stay in those dangerous situations like that. Evacuate. There's no shame in evacuating when something like that happens. That's just like in East Palestine, Ohio, when the train derailed. And I saw videos of all that smoke, toxic fumes in there. People were sick because of that. More than likely, they will have health issues down the road. Their property values has plummeted as far as I know. And if those people should have evacuated. Instead of staying and breathing that, why would you want to stay and breathe in all that toxic air when you could evacuate? Pack your things up, get in your vehicle, and leave. And then maybe you can come back later when it's more safe to do that. It doesn't make any sense why you want to stay in situations like that. But I get comments like this one. Where are you going to go? Just defend your home and community. Sounds good on the outside, doesn't it, guys? It makes no sense to just go to the woods. I didn't say anything about going to the woods to live. You can go to the woods and camp out for a few days until it's safer to come back to your home. But, you know, where are you going to go? Go to a relative's house out of state. Go to a relative's house or a friend in a different county maybe. Go camping. Go rent a motel room and stay for a few days. That is the trouble with the whole prepping community, it seems, is they think on the fictional prepping type situations. They've read too many novels, watched too many movies, and they think that everything is complete, total collapse, disaster. There's no government, no police, there's no 911, no medical emergencies, no emergency room. There's no nothing. It's a total Mad Max. Everyone can shoot everyone else, and there's no consequences. There's going to be one battle after another, one firefight after another. There's going to be zombies walking the earth. I mean, that is the way people see it. There's no in between. It's either things are great or total, complete, fictional type collapse. And that fictional type collapse is possible. That total collapse, like you would read in the novel Patriots, for example, by James Wesley Riles, is possible, but it's not likely. It's more fiction than reality. If you look at history, what's happened during economic collapse, which is what that book, The Patriots, is about, surviving economic collapse. If you look at actual history, where it's happened before, here in the United States, during the Great Depression. If you look at Venezuela, if you look at these other countries, Argentina, it gets bad, but it's not exactly like it is in the prepping fiction novels. It's not like it is in the movies. It's usually somewhere in between. But preppers has that mindset. It's going to be like this fiction novel that I read. I'm going to be this big prepping survivalist hero. I'm going to be in one firefight after the next. I'm not going to back down from anyone. I'm going to protect my property. And when they see a video title that talks about evacuating, they get all offensive because they put a lot of time in their preps at their property and they don't want to leave. And I understand that. Definitely bug in if at all possible. And don't bug out unless you absolutely need to. But you have to know when to bug out, when to evacuate. You have to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Sometimes you have to walk away. Sometimes you have to run. Because if you don't, it's going to... Hummingbird. Came in here, looked at me right over here. The hummingbird did. But anyway, where was I at now? You have to know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away, and when to run sometimes to save your own skin and that of your family. I mean, why would you want to risk trying to stay when there's a huge forest fire, when there's a huge chemical spill that's putting all kinds of toxins in the air that you're breathing, or a hurricane coming, or other natural disaster? Why would you want to stay for and risk your children, risk your family, risk your own life and health when you have an opportunity to secure everything the best you can and then leave for a few days until the threat is over? It is common sense. But I got so many comments in that video, to that video, I'm going to stay, I'm going to fight, you're a coward. Where are you going to go to? Where are you going to run? And there was one that was talking about, I forget what it was about now, but it's like I was doing something evil to hurt people somehow, by telling them to bug out or to evacuate. And it was right the opposite, trying to help people. You have to have common sense. You have to know when to evacuate. Sometimes it makes sense. Even the military has plans to evacuate, has plans to bug out, has plans to retreat and regroup. Use common sense. Stop believing everything is going to be like this Mad Max movie that we've all watched, or the situations in prepping novels. More than likely, it's going to be somewhere in between. Use your brain, use common sense, look at history, and be ready to evacuate should you need to save your own life and to save your family. Go to a motel and stay for a while, for a few days. Go camping. Go to a relative's house out of state. If you can get away from that danger, like that wildfire, like that hurricane, major floods and things. You know, if you know what's coming and you have any prior warning, you can gather your things up. You should already have, evacuation kits ready. Put them in your vehicle, board your house up, get everything ready as best you can. and leave. For your own safety, for the safety of your family. Don't be a dumbass. That's the main point of this video. Don't be a dumbass. Know when to evacuate. If it's going to save your life, you can evacuate safely, and it's going to put you in a safer position, you and your family, then do that. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm Creekmore, I'm out here, and I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.